What's up, everybody? Big Will.
Man.
K-pop for life, coming at you with something totally out of the blue. We were just sitting here jawing and figured, hey, let's put this on video and see what happens. So if you're watching this, evidently I thought it was okay to post, but we're going to be talking about The Flash Season 4. We both just recently finished it on Netflix, I assume, when you watched it too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't have cable anymore either, so I'm always a season behind.
Totally.
But
a year behind.
yeah, pretty much. I'm just waiting on Vikings now. If you hear an annoying noise, the air conditioner's on. I'm not turning it off because it's like 100 freaking degrees outside and we're fat. So
fat and sweaty. Smelly.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about just sort of what we thought and BS off the cuff, and you can watch it if you want to, and if you don't, go away.
Yeah.
So,
truck off.
But what did you think about it? Like, I don't know.
Okay, so since I don't know that much about like DC characters,
Okay.
I thought I really enjoyed Flash and Arrow together, like the whole CW universe thing that they're doing. I don't like the League of Legends.
See, I like the League of Legends.
I couldn't get. I watched
it's kind of campy, but I like that.
Like I just couldn't get into it. But I really like Arrow and I really like Flash. I like. It seems like Flash gets defeated, and it's okay. Like even though he's super fast and he learns from his mistakes.
Okay.
And he's young, and this season the enemy is like DeVoe.
Thinker, so, yeah, the Thinker is this season.
Awful name.
Spoiler alerts, by the way, guys. Spoiler alerts. If you haven't seen it, we're gonna talk everything.
Such a terrible name, but his name is the Thinker.
He's an actual DC villain.
Okay.
He was a villain of the Flash, so.
And I really liked his character over all the other ones that they've had on the show.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You like DeVoe?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. See, I still thought Reverse Flash from season 1 was the best. Just because him and Zoom were both really good, and then like the guy from that with his time clone from season 3, I can't remember his name, Cacophonies or whatever.
Yeah, it's something stupid.
Yeah, he was okay, but the reveal was lame when I found out who it was. So
I just didn't like I thought season 1 was the best, but I liked the evilness of this one.
Okay.
Just I'm gonna kill all these people just because I need them. So I'm gonna kill them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I liked how he was always a step ahead of them. He's got everyone who's smart on his team. I liked Harry. Harry's been I really like Harry's character being from another planet.
Yeah, I like how they just play with him.
Yeah.
I even liked how in the 3rd season he was his like dumb self from another universe. He was just like sort of an idea guy or whatever they passed him off as, and then he sacrificed himself at the end for his girl. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
But season 4 though, it lacked. I don't know. I felt the writing in season 4 took a crap because the first half of the season actually made me so angry at like season 10. I actually threw up a random Instagram post just bitching because I was so annoyed because the main problem was Ralph.
Yes.
The guy who is one of the bus metas.
The elongated man.
Yeah, the elongated man or whatever. They couldn't seem to come up with a decent name for him, so they eventually called him like plasticizer or something. I don't know. But his character and the guy who played him, he was poorly written, and the guy who played him just was not likable.
He was meant to be cheesy. Like
he was like a busted ass Jim Carrey, but not a good funny Jim Carrey. It was, you know what I mean? Like he kind of had that look about him. Like they almost cast him like it was almost like they had like the whitest person in the world cast him that day, and they picked like the most generic like wannabe Joker looking white guy they could find.
Yeah.
It was awful. He was awful. He contributed nothing. He whined for like the first 13, 14 episodes. He finally gets absorbed into the Thinker, and when the Thinker kills him and takes over his body, I didn't even care. Because 1, you knew it was coming, because it was bad writing the whole season.
Yeah.
And 2, it was just like, I don't care about your character. I'm glad you don't talk anymore. And then he has that moment at the end where he's like, you did save me, Barry. And it was just like, yeah, it didn't hit me like it was supposed to, because it was just, I didn't care about him. He was so, and they didn't develop any of that stuff in his character until the last like 2 episodes. There was like 3 episodes where he was hiding in a basement. He was just like, I'll be back in the basement, gonna tell some more cheesy jokes. Bye guys, this is how I deal with anxiety. Shut the fuck up.
But that was the point. He was growing
Not well.
That's how I took it. As he was growing to be a superhero, and
no, that's not how you do it.
he was willing to do whatever to save his family.
And so enough of him. The other terrible thing was the on and off, pointless bad guy. I didn't even remember her name. She was so pointless. The blonde chick with like the metal crap on her arm.
Oh,
she was a meta who could like
Emunette.
She was a meta, and she could like psychically control a bunch of like metal shards that were infused with dark matter on her arm.
But that was the only thing she could control too.
That was the only thing she could control because she crashed in a plane with him, and the metal was from the plane.
Yeah.
And she was so stupid. She did nothing. She was like an underground crime boss who would like secretly had a good heart, but then didn't, and was exactly what you thought she'd be. And she was just weird looking, and she was annoying. Her character was poorly dressed, poorly acted, poorly written, and she served no point but to like go on this to like somehow breach this whole Caitlyn can't bring out Killer Frost angle they were going for. And she's learning to control and live in conjunction with Killer Frost. And it's like, why are you doing this?
Because she has...
So you're telling me a girl with a heart of gold who's been nothing but good randomly goes and begins to work for a crime boss because she has some splicer machine, and in the end you find out that this splicer machine that helped her control Killer Frost
is a placebo!
Was a placebo and didn't actually work? Lazy ass writing.
It's just like when Harry got his intelligence back. Here, this will fix him. Nothing can fix him.
Right.
Nothing. Here you go.
Yeah, that'll fix you. And then but now he's not as so. To fill you in, he put this thinking cap on to try to compete with the thinker, and the dark matter actually made him dumber. And he slowly lost his intelligence for like the last 5 episodes. Until he couldn't even talk and walk, yeah. And then there was like no cure. Even Cisco couldn't come up with them. And then the evil doctor's wife, who's now good and has escaped all form of punishment because she did one good thing, which is also stupid, gives him this thing, and it supposedly restores his intelligence. But now he's doesn't have his 7 PhD level intelligence anymore.
He's just average.
He's quote, "You balanced me. I'm gonna go see my daughter. Happy ending."
Yeah.
Like, who the hell wrote this season?
That's how it's supposed to end. Everyone's happy.
No, the only reason that I'm gonna watch next season, I'll watch next season,
is their daughter.
Is I want to know what's up with their daughter. She has purple lightning. I liked purple.
I legitimately thought it was the sister.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be her sister too.
Like, hey, I'm back.
Yeah.
What's going on?
But like Irish's character in this. Okay, so Irish's character was actually decent this season because she was actually useful.
Yeah.
After the end of the last season. Yeah, the end of the last season when Barry went into the Speed Force, and she had to take over like the leadership role. And now she's sort of like Overwatch or Watchtower that like Felicity was. Yeah. So that her character was actually pretty well written this season for what they can do with her. I'm still waiting for them to turn her into a meta. I'm sure she'll get powers at some point, but
they experimented with it in the one episode where she gets Flash's powers.
Yeah.
And
but like
I don't think they're gonna give her powers just because they have to have that dichotomy of
yeah, I know. But here's the other thing, like Barry absolutely had to go into the Time Force, or else the Speed Force, or else the Speed Force would like wipe out humanity or whatever, or the city, Central City. So at the end of last season, he goes into the Speed Force willingly, and when he comes out, he's forced out by some weird little ball that's coated with the quark ball of corpses to trick the all-knowing Speed Force is tricked by a quark ball to make him think Barry's still in there.
It had his DNA on it.
And then they go and remove the cork ball.
But nothing happened.
In one of the best episodes of the entire season was when that nuke thing went off,
yes.
Which by the way also went nowhere. That whole storyline with the weird anti-tech people using tech to destroy people and technology, which made no sense. Remember that one?
Yeah.
But the actual episode was good, except they didn't really explain how he can suddenly do flash time, basically stop time, and bring other people into flash time. There's no real explanation for it. It just happens all of a sudden.
I can teach you flash time. Okay.
And I can accept that. That's a natural progression of his powers. Just, space stuff. Sure, whatever.
Comic books.
Yeah. But in conjunction,
Power crystals.
Power crystals. Yeah, that's how the Power Rangers got their power. Power crystals. Oh, okay, power crystals. But at the end, I'm hoping that the next season is one big, finish off of this one, because there was a ton of unanswered plot points.
Yes.
Like, where's the Speed Force at? Is it going to come collect Barry? Because now the Quark Ball that's imitating him is gone. So, not there. And why did the Thinker have technological reincarnation at the end when he put himself into the chair? Tell me he didn't know that was going to happen. We're just supposed to accept that he had everything figured out, and suddenly he's shocked that they lost? No, he's going to come back like in the satellites or some shit.
I was going to say that him being able to be Kilgore and control technology,
exactly, yeah.
He has to be still like Ultron. Like, that's the only thing I can think about.
Yeah, he's going to be Ultron now.
And he's just
going to put himself on the internet or something crazy.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can picture, and he's waiting until there's like robot technology, till there's Cyborg. Cyborg makes a fucking appearance and he's dead.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It was overall, out of 1 out of 10 on the season, I'm gonna give it like a 5.
I'd give it a 6.
Really?
Yeah. I like I'm only thinking of the last couple episodes.
The last couple episodes were decent because all of the plot points finally started to come together and it got action-y, but
the only thing I hate, like, so I like the Arrowverse thing, like I said, but the thing I hate is the one episode where I'm watching it on Netflix and they talk about Earth Crisis.
Oh, Earth X.
Yeah, Earth X, like
the Nazi world.
Yeah, the most random thing, and it's the episode 3.
Yeah.
Like that's what fucking bothers me.
And I haven't watched Arrow since season 4 or 5 because it just got crappy.
I haven't well, that's because even they make fun of it in The Flash. Oh, Laurel has died, she's came back, she's died again, she's died, and then she came back as another.
Laurel should have died in season 3. I hate Laurel.
Yeah,
but look like Edge's sister from WWE. She needs to be gone.
I just, that was the thing that like killed me. That's why I would say like I would give this a 6, is that Earth thing, instead of just making it its own separate show or TV movie.
See, I'm okay with the crossover events. If you watch Legends and that one, like Wally's on Legends now. That's where he went.
Yeah.
So like, I know a lot of people I've seen comments like, "Where's Wally?" And like, you can't just get rid of Wally. That's racist. It's like, no. Chill with the racism thing. He went to League of the Legends.
There's 300 black people on the show.
I know.
That's not racist.
You know how people are. I saw comments on one thing talking about like, oh, there's too many black people, we had to get rid of one. Like, no, he went to the Legends. Clearly, you don't watch the other shows.
And they reference it in the last episode.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm on the Legends. I couldn't be in the Flash's shadow.
Yeah, and I watched the Legends, so I know that. I just haven't watched Arrow. I need to catch up on it. I just can't. I really just want Felicity to die. She just needs to die.
I like Felicity.
I used to like her.
Felicity's the only thing I like about the show.
used to like her. I just want her dead now. I'm tired of her. Season 5, put a bullet in and call it a day.
I wanted Speedy to die. I can't think of Oliver's sister. I fucking hated her.
Yeah, I hated her too since season 1. She was awful.
And then they brought her back as Special Arrow.
Anyway, that was only 13 minutes. That wasn't bad.
No, it's a good overview.
Yeah, good overview. We jumped around a lot. You have no idea what's going on.
Watch the show!
Or don't watch it. You're not going to miss much.
No.
Go watch season 1 and 2, though. A Flash, for sure. Those were hot.
The character I really wish that they did more, like, development on was Gorilla Grodd. I liked him, too.
Yeah, they did in the last season, they did that thing where he tricked him and brought him back to get Harry or whatever, to back to the other Earth.
Okay.
That was a good episode. Yeah, he was a good character, but that's expensive. So they didn't really have. They didn't have a lot of
the 100 Mr. Smith scene.
Yeah, dude. I was watching it with my daughter, and she's like, "There's a lot of them," and I'm like, "Oh, I wish somebody who saw The Matrix was here."
And he's doing the same thing instead of it's not a pipe, it's
and
the elongated man.
And they all looked as crappy, just like all the Neos and Mr. Smiths did in the second Matrix.
I thought that was stupid. I hated it. That was the one part of the last episode I hated. Sorry. Stupid Matrix.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's It was the worst Flash season by far. Savitar, by the way, was his name. That was the third enemy's name. It just clicked. Savitar.
That's it.
But yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with season 4. I know that it's gonna be more time travel stuff for sure. Like you could tell his daughter must have gone back in time and screwed up the timeline like he did, and now they're gonna recycle that storyline but with his daughter and those emotions.
Touch things.
But I actually really like most of the cast members except Ralph. I was really hoping they were gonna kill him.
Yeah.
And now he's back. So
Because he can't die. I was thinking that they were gonna give him all the powers that DeVoe had.
they may do that.
That's what I was.
He may have absorbed them. He's like his cells plasticized, and that's
Yeah.
actually a good point.
That like.
What if he did? Like he has residual powers. That's it.
That's the one thing I was thinking about. Like, hey, he can't die,
Yeah.
and he's got all of the other people's powers in him.
Yeah.
I wonder. I hope they touch on that, or
That's
at least
interesting.
something.
Interesting, yeah.
Oh, you can't do that stuff.
Or they're gonna, you know what? He's kind of a cheesy ass character, so they might stick him on Legends. Because they seem to they have too many superheroes, so sometimes they take him and they stick him onto Legends.
I just want one speedster and one tech person. The normal person. I mean, that's what Arrow was good at. Now there's 15 superheroes. That's why I probably don't like Legends. Like because there's so many. It's like, okay, you're all superheroes. It's like a cheesy Avengers or
It is a cheesy ass Avengers. Yeah, it's campy. I like it though.
Cheesy
But it's
Justice
campy.
League and just you all have superpowers. Just go fucking smash somebody.
Yeah. I think they're still trying to balance the cast on that show and try to figure out what works and what doesn't. Because some of the actors aren't as good as the other ones. And,
Is Brandon Roth still on the show? Like
I don't know. I haven't watched the season yet.
Adam or whatever his name is.
Adam. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Either way, let us know what you guys think in the comments below if you made it this far. Obviously, this isn't the usual content that we make, but we just needed a bitch. It's just get it out.
We just found out we both finished.
Yeah,
Yes.
literally. So let us know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like what you see and you want to see more, there's no more of this. But there's K-pop stuff, so go check that out.
There could be more of this.
There could be more of this. If you want to see more of this, you let us know in the comments below. And as always, deuces.
Keep on popping.
No. Doesn't really fit.
It's not a trend.